I mean, we can go with. I'll go first. We can go with the obvious opportunities around office space, reducing cost structure. But actually, I'd like to look at some of the things you just talked about. The opportunity to attract all types of talent, the opportunity with diversity. It pains me to see the evidence that hybrid working and the effects of the pandemic are actually affecting women more than men, because actually the change in structure, theoretically, on a theoretical basis, should aid women more than men, because on the whole, we know, unfortunately, women all generally bear the brunt of childcare responsibilities, therefore need more flexibility. But yeah, for some reason, the pandemic has gone, and then hybrid work has gone the other way. But what I'm saying is this is an opportunity for employers to correct that. It's an opportunity for them to ensure that they can get the top talent by giving them the conditions and the physical and virtual environment that they, as an individual, want.
Yeah, and I would add to that that I also think it's a real opportunity for the leaders to rethink their culture. What company culture do they actually want to nurture in an organization, and what kind of leadership style do they want to continue to nurture? So is it a command and control? Is it one that's based on productivity? Is it one that's based on, I need to manage my team, I need to know what they're doing at a certain given point in time? Is it as instead a more open, a truly inclusive culture? Because I sometimes think we use these buzzwords, and I do wonder the depth of the meaning if we really apply it. Because to me, inclusive culture means an open source type of culture in an organization, which is kind of like taboo if you talk about it from an HR perspective or from a leadership and a culture, because it's all about building exclusive cultures. Why is it so important to work for us at BBC, for example? What makes us so special? I do think the future world of work is all about, should be, or hopefully it's more about these open source talent type of cultures, and hybrid working can really, really help going in that direction. And some companies can embrace that. It's tough to change, because I think another thing, we're still very much the bond by the heritage of the past, the Industrial Revolution, where the human resource is an FTE. So by definition, it's tied to time. It is a full-time equivalent, or it's a part-time equivalent. It's accounted through time. And I think from a financial perspective as well, how do we start seeing the human factor differently and paying not necessarily by time or counting necessarily by time? Because until we stick to that, of course, there are organizations that want the 9 to 5, or that want to control the 8 hours a week, or that want to control the 10 hours a week. So I do think this is the golden opportunity. It's not easy, but it is the golden opportunity for employers to embrace significant change. That's my thought on it.
And I think it's a golden opportunity as well, Paola. I think for thoughtful leaders, it's a real opportunity. So 23rd of March here in the UK, leaders had to take that leap of trust their people to work remotely. Yes, it's enforced, but it's taught leaders a lesson. It's taught them. So many leaders have said to me, we had to do it to keep the business going. And actually, productivity is better than I am. And so now I know that I can trust my people. Now it's come back the other way as well, with employees saying, I'm being trusted. And so you've got that top-down leadership and that bottom-up smart worker skill in terms of building two-way trust. And that is where the magic happens, not just with your smart your smart workforce, or your hybrid workforce, or your agile workforce, but with your organisations as a whole. You're bound to have a better organisation if it's one that's based on two-way trust. So I think it's wonderful opportunity for thoughtful leaders to take advantage of that and build on it.